And if there's something that you really would like people to take away from, your very esteemed film, Parrots of Telegraph Hill, what do you hope they do take away from it? What have you seen them take away from it thus far?
I would say that the thing I'm happiest about that people take away from the film is a new understanding of the links between people and animals. And that link is consciousness. They take away a broader understanding of the world. A lot of people, particularly in cities, tend to be anthropocentric. In other words, it's all about people. A lot of the art world, particularly in New York, is all about people. A lot of literature is all about people. But there's a big world out there, and we're only one species. So what I like about people who've seen the film is that they get that, and they start looking around, and maybe they're not so lonely anymore. Maybe they're not so depressed because they realize that they share the world with all these fabulous species, and all they have to do is start looking around.
I mean, it seems like just interacting with the parrots changed both of your lives in profound ways. I mean, Mark, you kept saying you didn't ever envision this life for yourself, and then you guys never would have met each other.
If somebody had told me what I was going to be doing, I would have been dismayed. If there was a fortune teller able to predict what I was going to be doing, it would have been such a bring down for me. But
you mean when you were a would-be musician?
Yeah, when I wanted to be an artist. An artist didn't go around messing with nature and birdies and stuff. That's a silly attitude, but it's really prevalent. The thing that I got from the whole thing was to understand how every living creature has a life and has a death, and they are as concerned with life and death as we are. Maybe not intellectually, but our brains are sort of overdeveloped. We think too much, and they don't philosophize about death, but they fear it. So every living thing is like that. And the more intelligent, the more highly developed the intelligence, I suppose, the more one worries about death. But I saw that they have particular issues in their lives. Like, there's one bird that has a problem with this other bird. They're always getting into fights, and he's got to look out for that bird all the time. All of that kind of stuff. So it's not that different from what we go through.
And yet at the same time, you pointed out that sometimes nature is cruel. If there's a sick bird or there's, a low bird of the flock.
So is human life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like it's just the natural world that goes through that cold, cruel, hard stuff. I mean, I think one of the things, human beings like to think that they're better. And if they're going to be better, then they have to be warmer than that, That's supposed to be, we're supposed to be the tenders in the garden.
Even if it's in a city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think cities are sort of overbuilt. The whole notion of cities nowadays doesn't work. But that was, a popular idea once, and then it got overwhelmed by development once again. But eventually, I mean, you can't build these megalopolises of 20, 30 million people and have any kind of healthy life. That's going to have to give way eventually.
Okay, great. Did you guys have anything to add, just in terms of trying to emphasize how people in city and urban environments can live together and and welcome the nature that comes in their lives?
Well, one thing I would say is that it's something we need to discover. I don't think we know how to do it very well yet. But, we need, it's good to know how to do it. People aren't aware of the fact that it is all around. I was in downtown Portland, Oregon one day, and I was just, standing around waiting for something, I don't remember what, and I looked up and there was 4 raccoons on the roof of this garage. So, peeking out, looking around, that they are around us everywhere.
Have you found that, Judy?
Yeah, I mean, studying the parrots and filming the parrots opened my eyes to more urban wildlife. And I have to say, I have tremendous respect for the animals that can make it in a big city. And it's fantastic that the Quakers have adapted to Brooklyn. And I wish them well. And the wild Parrots of Telegraph Hill wish them well.
We'll convey your good wishes. Thank you. Thank you very much.